This year, Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland celebrates 50 years in practice, all of those years helping people live fuller, more active lives, no matter their age or their ailments. We stopped by and found one couple who has made the staff part of their family. Take a look. Phyllis and Michael Kennedy are repeat patients of Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland.
I was the first person to see Dr. Polsky on a snowy day in February of 2002.
Where the cartilage lived, and you still have a good amount.
Dr. Polsky is orthopedic surgeon Brian Polsky, and he is just as much of a fan of theirs as they are of him.
The Kennedys, they're wonderful. I call them Polsky royalty because they've been with me for probably almost since I've been here, almost 20 years. They're frequent flyers, so I've operated on both of them a number of times, shoulders and knees, and they must have done well because they keep coming back. So they're just wonderful. They're a perfect example of why I love what I do.
We should clarify, you are operating on different things, not the same things over.
That's correct, different parts, and they did well, so they came back for other things, right?
Just check out all the giant Post-it notes here all over their bodies. Those are all the places they had surgery. And not only did they come back, they sang such high praises of the practice that the people close to them made note and started making their own appointments too.
Our son, our daughter, our son-in-law, and 2 grandchildren have seen him. They may not have had surgery, but they've seen him, and he's prescribed physical therapy for them.
That's because Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland takes care of people of all ages and in all conditions. Anything
from children, even down to below 10 years old, to octogenarians, and I've treated folks over 100. So sports injuries very young, sports injuries very old, arthritic problems in the young, as well as arthritic problems in the more mature population. So.
Michael says going to Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland helped him reclaim a pain-free life. He wants others to know they can too.
First of all, we work out 3 days a week, so that helps. But we see a lot of people a lot of friends who don't want to have the operations, and they're living life, but not living life to the fullest. And we found out that to go through a procedure, even if it's going to hurt for a while, we're able to live life the way we want to. And we had grandchildren and running after them, and we go to Maine in the summer. We like to hike. We don't climb anymore, but we do still like to hike, and we're pretty active, so it allowed us to live the kind of life we want to.
Giving that quality of life back to patients is a big part of what motivates the doctors, surgeons, physical therapists, and the rest of the staff here.
Really enjoy taking care of people. I've always enjoyed putting things back together, so you know, a lot of what I do is literally putting things back together.
Another part of their motivation? Learning and utilizing the latest treatments and techniques to both increase patient satisfaction and decrease their recovery times.
So orthopedics is fantastic. I mean, another thing I love is technology. You know, the newest phone, the newest this or that, and you know, orthopedics is ripe with new inventions and new techniques in doing things. And so, you know, part of our job is to determine what's best for the patient. But it's also very exciting when there are new techniques or new things that have been proven to be better that we can offer patients. So, you know, I think that's something that's very, very exciting and that we really enjoy.
So what sets Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland apart from other options beyond the amazing 50 years they have served the community and the fact that they are part of the largest privately owned orthopedic group in the country?
I think it's our practitioners, it's my partners. You know, I would take my mother, son, wife to any of my partners, no questions asked. And I think that's very powerful. I think the folks that I work with are consummate professionals, experts in their fields, caring individuals, and it shows.
It surely did for Phyllis. Although she ultimately needed surgery for her rotator cuff, she was pleased that they were able to put it off for a while and treat it other ways until she was ready for that big step.
He is a listener. He listened, and he respected my wishes.
The payoff of making his patients happy and giving them back their bodies?
Well, it's wonderful. I mean, you know, it always is. I never get tired of it, you know, people telling me they're doing very well, and you know, I help them live a better life, and you know, it's hard. That's something you never get tired of. So. For more information on Orthopaedic Associates of Central Maryland, go to mdbonedocs.com. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned.